So this is the first tutorial type video on my channel. It's a GTA method that me and my friends do to make easy and quick money, because it's a lot easier than a lot of the like glitch methods and stuff on this game. All you need is a terabyte, and you can do it alone or with enough people to fill up a motorcycle club. The best way I prefer to do it is with me and 3 other friends that have terabytes, because it's most efficient when you and all of the members have a terabyte, but you can also add in people that do not have a terabyte just to get them, free money or whatever. But so yeah, like I implied, only thing that's required for this is a terabyte. So with the terabyte, you get 2 jobs, which are the robbery in progress and the data sweep. You get the bottom 2 jobs on the list as well, but that's when you have multiple people. So solo, you can do these 2 jobs, and you can also do them with other people. So that's just buying a terabyte, non-upgrade, and all of that. So with that, you do a robbery in progress to start, and once that's over, you start up a headhunter. And then you, if you're solo, you do the headhunter, or you and your party do the headhunter. Then it's the next person's turn, and they do the same thing. But once it's back to your turn, there's a timer on the client jobs that stops you from spamming them. So you do a different client job, which where the data sweep comes in place. So with the data sweep, that's just your second job until the other cooldown stops. And so then after that, then you do another headhunter, and then this next person's turn again. So you just keep doing that in rotation. And each one of these jobs that I'm recommending is 30K. Another job is like 15 or so, if I'm remembering right. So you don't want to do that one. But 30K a client job, then 20K per headhunter. That's 50K per person. And up to the best way to do it, well, the only way you can do it with a headhunter is in a CEO, and that's max 4 people. So that's 200K by the time it comes back to your turn, if there are 4 people. So that's just bare minimum. To improve on this, you can buy a drone station, and with the drone station you get 2 other jobs, which are targeted data and diamond shopping. Both of these jobs are 30K, but you don't need to do the targeted data, because diamond shopping is the quickest job on here. So me and my friends prefer to do a robbery in progress and a diamond shopping. The diamond shopping is the exact same as the robbery in progress. You just start it up, and then somebody goes to the location and delivers it, and then the person that started the job stays in the city and starts up a headhunter. And with these 2 jobs, that's the quickest way you can do this, because diamond shopping is a lot easier than any of the other ones. So that's just a way to improve on time a little bit with the same money outcome. And in concerns to time, as you can see in the background, the whole time I've been on a Mach 2. For whatever reason, if you have a terabyte but don't have a Mach 2 yet, it's fine. Like I said, you can still do this method without a Mach 2, but a Mach 2 would drastically help in every business other than this rotation. So if you don't have one already, then definitely try and invest in one, because it's definitely worth it. If you have any other weaponized vehicle with rockets, or you do have a Mach 2, I would say for the robbery in progress, or just any job where there are enemies, don't waste rockets on them. I park for the robbery in progress. I park my Mach 2 on the side somewhere, so when I'm exiting the building, I don't get shot up trying to get on it and die and get it impounded and stuff. I don't need to waste rocket. Don't ever waste the rocket on a juggernaut. You can take them out with a auto shotgun or a rocket launcher, but it's better to have rockets in your vehicle for the headhunter targets instead. And even though I'm saying that don't spam rockets at the headhunter targets that are in cars, because the Mach 2 only has 20. So if you running out of rockets after 1 rotation, then you should probably be more conservative with your rockets. I spend about 4 or 5 per car, but I'm not spamming them either. So you can shoot the car to trying to aim to flip the car over, so it'll take more time for the target to actually get out the car. Because sometimes you can just set the car on fire and it'll blow up and kill them, or you could just like kind of not poke it because they're rockets, but you know, like just entice the target into getting out. And if you're on the right side of the car, now you don't even have to be on the right side. If you just shoot the if you shoot the target while he's getting out the car, then he dies. Or if you shoot the car from the other side as he's getting out, you can like basically flatten him with the car. So just try and be smarter with your rockets instead of spamming them, because it'll just be a lot more helpful that like if you don't run out in the middle of shooting at a target, now you have to like switch vehicles or anything. And for the stationary targets, it's a lot. I'm pretty sure people already do this already, but it's a lot easier to just like get high ground and shoot them from there instead of like trying to run in there and deal with their like tanky guards. Cause that just once again spend more time that you don't need to spend. So for the stationary targets, you should just get on top of something and shoot the target himself. Don't even worry about the guards, because their aim isn't good enough to like kill you from up above or like too far. They'll like tap you a little bit, but you'll of course survive. Now to recap, if you're doing this solo, you would start a client job, then a headhunter, and then go back to your terrorbyte, start a different client job that is still worth 30K, then do a headhunter. You can do this on rotation, but since it's just you, there will be like depending on how like fast you are, it'll be kind of a delay. So like sometimes you might have to wait like maybe like 12 to like 30 seconds sometimes, but that's just because you're alone. Now if you're doing this with people, you would start your client job, headhunter, and then switch to their organization, and then they repeat. Then once it's back on your turn, you do a different client job, because once again the timer on the client jobs, the cooldown on the client jobs is like 20 minutes. So yeah, but if you're not in the CEO if for any reason that you have more than 4 people, you can start up an MC club, and this would be, I kind of like it more than the CEO because you can spawn your Mach 2s a lot like easier and better. And I'm pretty sure from last time I checked, the motorcycle club can fit up to 8 people. So if you can get 8 people together with a terrorbyte, that's 30K per person, and that's just decent money to have, you feel me, 8 friends. Otherwise, yeah, that's how the rotation works. Now I want to get into more of like just things you need to know. The locations. So for the robbery in progress, there are 3 locations that the bank will always spawn in. It's Pacific Standard. Every kind of seasoned player would know what that's at. There's a country bank, and then there's what we call the city bank, which is down the street from the office, or like right next door to the Life Invader office. Then for the jewelry store is always in the same place, and the drop-off is always in the same place. So for the country bank, it's over here, and then its drop-off is over here. It'll always be in the hills. So every time you get the country bank, just drive to the hills while you're losing the police, whether it's a Mach 2 or car. Just lose the police in the direction towards the hills. Then the city bank is always down the street from the office, right next door to the Life Invader office. And this drop off is by like this tattoo parlor and the firing range. And then the Pacific Standard Bank, like I said, if you don't know where that's at, then I mean it's right there. It's on the last big road that you see headed towards the country. And then its drop off is down over by like the dock area, I would say. I don't really know what to call it, but yeah, the place where it's just, you know, a residential area with docks, I guess. So the jewelry store is always right here in this like kind of L or like hockey stick shape area. And once you get the jewelry, you always drop it off in the vineyard. The drop off will never change. So the drop off for any of these will never change. So for each one of these jobs, just head in that direction every time. So the jewelry store, just head straight to the vineyard, and then your leader will start up the job. And like I said earlier, if you're the person starting up the jobs, you should, if for any reason you don't trust the skill of like your partners or whatever, you should probably still just try and stay in the city, because if you start a headhunter country, like I said, it's gonna take a lot longer to finish the headhunter, even on a Mach 2, a jet, or deluxe or whatever. And now to expand upon the rubber in progress job, if you're the one starting it up, when Paige tells you to check the cameras, you could either check the cameras and scroll left. If you scroll left, you see the country bank camera first, so you can either let your team that's searching know that it is or isn't out there, since that's the longest drive for possible bank locations. So once you get on that camera, scroll left and then let your team know, and it'll be just another way to save time for this method. You all might have questions on how this works with or either interferes with your other businesses. I didn't find it like hard to juggle, considering like this isn't a business, but it's just like something you can choose to do. But since I've done it, I have shut down all my MC businesses, and I've only just let my like my nightclub, my arcade build money in the background while I do this, so I can eventually just go collect and then or sell my nightclub. And sometimes I take breaks to sell cars and stuff like that. But I would say like I don't really see a way, or I couldn't make it work for me to like source materials and stuff and do this at the same time. So I just do this when I want to make money on this game instead of most of the other businesses. Like I still do my bunker work and all of that, but yeah, I shut down most of my businesses just because this method works so well for me. So that's really all there is to this video. Like I said, this is my first little tutorial type video on this channel, so I'm definitely looking for improvement. So if there's anything you think I missed or should have did differently, definitely let me know. And thanks for watching.